From Messi's emotional farewell to shock doping cases and €100 million transfer tags, today's football news is absolutely wild. Stay with me for all the jaw-dropping updates you won't want to miss. Barcelona and De Jong both want to sign a contract extension as soon as possible. Álvaro Carreras can be considered a new Real Madrid player, as he is traveling to Madrid today for his medical. Manchester United confirms they will not activate the buyback clause. The deal is now done. €50 million in multiple installments. It's official, it's confirmed. Sporting CP is considering a loan move for Endrick. Atlético is monitoring Matías Fernández-Pardo. Villarreal is also interested. Both clubs have inquired about the 20-year-old Lille striker and have already contacted his entourage. No agreement has been reached yet. German clubs also consider him an interesting option and have inquired about his situation. Ezequiel Palacios would love to play for Atlético de Madrid. The Atlético staff appreciates him, and he has been on the club's radar for years. Barcelona has set a date for Leo Messi's farewell match, which will take place once Spotify Camp Nou reopens at full capacity. The club has already contacted Messi's family, and they've given initial approval. Rafael Obrador leaves Real Madrid and joins SL Benfica. Osasuna has signed Victor Munoz from Real Madrid for around €5 million. He has signed a 5-year contract. Rodrygo is also dealing with mental health issues. He has gone through burnout. It started under Ancelotti, when he wanted more playing time, refusing to be the player who always plays in the same position. He is taking care of his health and will likely continue to do so elsewhere, but his absence from the Club World Cup comes during this difficult personal time. Luka Modric speaks on his departure from Real Madrid. How do I feel? It's hard to say, but it's a mix of emotions. An unforgettable, glorious, and victorious era has come to an end. What I experience makes me happier. Remembering everything I accomplished here makes me very happy, even though it's over. At Real Madrid, I grew as a player and as a person. The club gave me everything in football, and I'll always be grateful. I never thought about how I'd want to be remembered, however they want. For me, above all, as a good person, and as a player who always gave everything, respected everyone, opponents, teammates, and fans, someone who always gave his all for Real Madrid. Lamine Yamal will extend his contract and inherit the number 10 shirt at Barcelona this Wednesday, July 16th. The club is working on announcing the news about its wonderkid on that date. Xabi Alonso has requested 2 new players this summer, a defender and a midfielder. Real Madrid will only make signings if sales are made. Real Madrid likes the profile of Alexis Mac Allister. Atlético Madrid has ended its pursuit of Christian Romero. The saga is over. The 2030 World Cup final will be played at the Santiago Bernabéu. Bargy is in Barcelona to sign his contract. Endrick suffers a muscular relapse. An injury from May has resurfaced. Out for several weeks. Real Madrid has set a €100 million price tag for Rodrygo, in case of a transfer to Arsenal. That amount could increase with bonuses. Despite his years at Real, Rodrygo was never able to play in his favorite position, left wing. A meeting is scheduled this week to discuss his future. Arsenal is not alone. 2 other major European clubs are closely following the situation. Athletic Club has unveiled their 3rd kit for the new season. Yeray Alvarez tested positive for doping due to a treatment for his alopecia. The player, who beat cancer in 2017, announced on social media. A few weeks ago, I was informed I had tested positive during an anti-doping test by UEFA after the first leg of the Europa League semi-final against Manchester United. It was a huge shock, and honestly, I couldn't believe it, as I have never taken banned substances in my life. Since recovering from my illness years ago, I've been on a treatment for alopecia. We found that the positive result was caused by a preventative medication for hair loss that unknowingly contained a banned substance. The disciplinary procedure is currently in the investigation phase and confidential, so I'm provisionally suspended and can't say more for now. Ademola Lookman is a real option for FC Barcelona, but his agent is the same as Ter Stegen's, who is in serious tension with the club over a possible exit. Atlanta is ready to negotiate below €50 million for the Nigerian, who is appreciated by Hansi Flick. Marcus Rashford is now Barcelona's top priority, and the club is ready to go all in to sign him. Liverpool has consistently rejected offers for Luis Diaz, which made the Englishman the #1 target. Chelsea believes Mike Penders is special. They think he will become a key goalkeeper for the club in the future. Chelsea has played 30 major finals over the last 30 years and has won 18 of them so far. AC Milan appreciates Nicholas Jackson, but a transfer is unlikely as Chelsea values him as a potential £100 million striker. Reece James: I'm sure our analysts will study PSG's weak performances and will try to adapt to that. Enzo Maresca on Noni Madueke: in the end, if players want to leave, it's difficult for the club and the coach. Noni decided to go. No one told him he had to. If he's happy, we're happy. George Petrovic to Bournemouth is done. After the €25 million official offer revealed this week, Chelsea accepted all final conditions. The Serbian goalkeeper will undergo his medical in the coming days. Bournemouth was always the favorite, and Petrovic will sign a long-term deal with the Cherries. Chelsea plans to start the new season with Robert Sanchez and Philip Jorgensen as their two main goalkeepers. Almost done, João Félix returns home. Formed at Benfica, João Félix has reportedly agreed to return to the Lisbon club this summer. At 25, after mixed spells at Atlético, Chelsea, Barcelona, and Milan, the Portuguese star wants to restart where it all began. Benfica and the player are in agreement. The ball is now in Chelsea's court, his current club. The Blues have received a €25 million offer for 65% of his rights. João has even turned down Flamengo and Porto to return to the Eagles. Liverpool retires the number 20 jersey. A beautiful tribute to Diogo Jota. Victor Gyökeres: I'm at the same table as the best strikers in the world. Kane, Lewandowski, Haaland? I'm there with them. You haven't seen the best of Gyökeres yet. What I did at Sporting, I believe I can do anywhere. Gianluigi Donnarumma's future at PSG remains unclear. He wants to stay, but under his salary conditions. The club has offered a Campos-style deal, a fixed salary plus a variable part, based on appearances, which could represent up to 1/3 of total income. One sticking point in his contract extension: he's the last player with a deal from the old regime. Besiktas has broken the Turkish league transfer record. Orkun Kaka to Besiktas, €25 million plus €5 million in add-ons. Previous record: Youssef Enesiri, €20 million. This record might be broken again with Victor Osimhen to Galatasaray, with a deal estimated at €40 million plus €30 million. Anthony Elanga leaves Nottingham Forest and joins Newcastle. Transfer fee: €63.5 million. Samu Agahoa to FC Porto is now the biggest transfer in Portuguese league history. Bought for €15 million last summer for only 50% of his economic rights, Porto now owns 100%. Total deal: €32 million. FC Barcelona has signed a lucrative partnership with the Democratic Republic of Congo. The Catalan club will receive nearly €10 million per season for 3 years to promote Congolese tourism. The slogan DRC, Heart of Africa, will appear on the Blaugrana shirt sleeves. The DRC's Minister of Sports and Tourism, Didier Badumbu, recently traveled to Barcelona to finalize the deal. Al Hilal is in talks with Fiorentina over the signing of Moise Kean. Nottingham Forest has qualified for the Europa League. Crystal Palace has been demoted to the Conference League by UEFA. This follows a multi-ownership case involving John Textor, who is still selling his stake in the club. The FA Cup winners plan to appeal the decision. Jordan Henderson to Brentford is done. Contract until 2027 for the English midfielder. A mural honoring Diogo Jota is being painted in Liverpool. Mathis Amugu will leave Chelsea to join RC Strasbourg. The French midfielder only played 2 matches with the Blues. Chelsea and Arsenal have agreed on a transfer for Noni Madueke. Fee: €60 million. Marco Asensio is close to signing with Fenerbahce. An agreement is nearly reached, and the player has given the green light to join the Turkish club. Jean-Philippe Mateta is a top target for AC Milan. The club is looking for a number 9. Bayer Leverkusen unveils its new away kit. Real Betis remains confident about signing Antony from Manchester United, although the 25-year-old will likely need to accept a significant salary cut. Malik Tillman leaves PSV and joins Bayer Leverkusen. Transfer fee: €35 million. Atlanta wants £50 million to consider selling Italian centre-back Giorgio Scalvini. Newcastle United and Manchester United are both interested. Nottingham Forest is preparing a £25 million plus bonuses bid for James McAtee. Manchester City values him at around £40 million. Tottenham is still interested in João Wissa. However, they haven't contacted Brentford again after being told he'd cost £50 million. Daniel Munoz hopes to leave Crystal Palace this summer despite signing a new contract just in April. He wants to join a bigger club. Liverpool is considering a move for Anthony Gordon at the end of the transfer window. Every Manchester United player, including the first team and selected youth, has received a personalized fitness program during the break. Ruben Amorim and his staff have focused on injury prevention to ensure players return fit and ready to perform. The manager is not joking. A Fenerbahce representative traveled to London to meet with Bissouma and Tottenham. Besiktas is in talks with Kyle Walker-Peters to join the club as a free agent. Jamie Vardy is a target for former West Brom coach Carlos Corberán, now head coach at Valencia. The English striker is a free agent after leaving Leicester. Marcus Rashford is demanding a central role at Barcelona if they can afford to sign him. The mural of Diogo Jota in Liverpool is now complete. That's it for today's massive roundup. Transfers, drama, and legends leaving their mark. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop your thoughts in the comments. Who do you think made the biggest move? See you in the next one.